veterinary technician reached out to me and said, how can I convince my practice leadership to switch PIMS? Well, here are some tips that I've used in the past to help practices convince leadership to switch. But before we get into that, my name is Adam. I make videos every day about veterinary software and software that helps practices operate better. So if you're into that kind of thing, or you're looking for new PIMS or software, give me a follow. Back to PIMS change. Switching PIMS is very expensive and very complex. It lowers productivity for a little while. It lowers revenue for a little while. It is not something that leadership just takes lightly. So you can't just go to them and say, hey, my current PIMS sucks. We need something better. You have to, really have quantifiable reasons for wanting to change. Here's a couple tips for that. One, missed charges. Typically, when you're having problems with PIMS and you're frustrated, it's because the PIMS is missing a lot of charges and you're losing revenue. That is something that moves the needle with leadership. So, do an exercise for yourself, track your missed charges over a 30-day period, and then multiply that by 20 in terms of dollars. And that is a needle mover to say, hey, we should probably look at other solutions to help us with charge capture. Two, don't just say, hey, we need to switch PIMS. Start with a simple ask. Say, the team is frustrated. There's better solutions out there. We could probably have increased productivity, increased appointments scheduled. Let's start with one demo. One demo is easy to do. It's a 45-minute to an hour time commitment, but it starts the process without the fear of wholesale change in the future. It's an easier thing to say yes to than let's switch PIMS. And then the third thing is, look at ways to increase top line revenue. This is what leadership is always looking for. How do we increase the amount of money coming into the practice so that we can buy better equipment, pay staff better, have more money to come into the practice to take care of what we need to do in the practice? So what are those needle movers? Those are things like online booking, client apps, efficient prescription refill requests, things that will bring more money into the practice without having to hire or add exam rooms or things like that. Those three things are a great start. You want more tips? Reach out, leave a comment. I'm happy to talk to you more. We'll talk soon.